By the end of this video, you will learn how to speedrun Minecraft Bedrock Edition at a fast, competitive level. Many people make the misconception that in order to get a good time in Bedrock speedrunning, you should take the course that takes you to the end as fast as possible. This is not true. Before you enter the end, you need a pickaxe, building blocks, a water bucket, a melee weapon, a bow and some arrows, and lastly, some beds. I will explain why these materials are needed when I break down the dragon fight. The order you acquire these materials does not matter, which is why I'm including them at the beginning of the video. Get them whenever an opportunity presents itself during a run. Throughout the course of your run, there are some general rules of thumb you should always follow. Rule 1. Always sprint jump. The time spent finding food to fill your hunger bar is always less than the time saved by sprinting. Rule 2. Avoid conflict whenever possible. Only fight a monster if you need the loot they drop. Don't waste your time fighting enemies you can just run past. Rule 3. Combat smart. When you have to fight, kill the enemy quickly. Every second you save matters. Use secret combat techniques like W tapping to save time. If you don't know all the hidden secrets of combat yet, watch the video you see pop up in the top right corner. It explains everything. Whether you are using a set seed or a random seed, every run practically requires a village close to spawn, as the resources it offers are often essential. Basic gear from the blacksmith, iron from the iron golem, an abundance of food, beds, and most importantly, the villagers themselves, are needed to progress to the end quickly and efficiently. After looting the village, use the iron from the iron golem to craft a water bucket, flint and steel, and if possible, a shield to be ready for the next step. After looting a village and recording its coordinates for later, your next priority should be to get to the Nether as fast as possible. If you find a ruined portal with enough obsidian to complete, great. Finish it, then enter the Nether. If you find a lava pool, then you're going to have to build a Nether portal the old-fashioned way, with a water bucket. Place down a 4x6 frame of blocks in front of the pool, then place your water at the top of the frame. From there, use the bucket to get lava to create an obsidian portal frame, light it, then get into the Nether. All you need in the Nether are blaze rods. Run away from the portal as fast as possible until you find a Nether fortress. From there, get to a blaze spawner as fast as possible and block off the way behind you to stop wither skeletons from pursuing. From there, kill blazes until you get 10 blaze rods, and if the village you went to doesn't have a church, 1 extra to craft a brewing stand to get a cleric. After you have all your rods, get back to the village as fast as possible. On your way back to the village, break gravel you come across until you get 2 flint to craft a fletching table with. Once at the village, place down the fletching table and a brewing stand to get a cleric and fletcher villager. Break all other work stands until the other villagers become unemployed and are forced to become clerics and fletchers. After this, mine a ton of wood in order to get enough sticks to trade with a fletcher, to get enough emeralds to trade with the cleric enough to level them up to the point they sell ender pearls. Grab some arrows from the fletcher if you don't already have enough for the dragon fight. Afterwards, craft the ender pearls into Eyes of Ender. There is an alternative way to get ender pearls without leaving the Nether: piglin bartering. When you throw piglins gold to barter with, there's a small chance they will throw ender pearls back. So, in order to get pearls, you can mine gold in the Nether and throw it at piglins until they give you ender pearls. This method, while having the potential to be faster than trading with villagers, relies heavily on RNG, and is only possible if you have gold armor. Attempt this strategy at your own risk. Use your Eyes of Ender to get to the stronghold. Only throw them every minute or so you can save enough of them to fill in the portal frame. Once the stronghold is located, get to the end portal, fill it in, and enter. All the materials I told you to gather earlier now come into play. If you spawned underground, use your pickaxe to dig your way out. If not, bridge over to the main island. Use your arrows to destroy the end crystals, and use blocks to stack up to destroy crystals in cages. Whenever you are thrown in the air by the dragon, use the water bucket to save your life. Pepper the dragon with your remaining arrows, and when she comes down to hover over the exit portal, place down beds to deal massive damage. Once you run out of beds, use your melee weapon during this phase to chip down the dragon's health. Once the dragon begins her death animation, enter the exit portal, and that's it. You win. Assuming you studied and followed this guide, you will now have an amazing time, sure to rank high on the leaderboards and impress your friends.